Okay, so let's talk about 3 important strategies you need when it comes to being a print-on-demand seller, specifically selling on Etsy. What's up, good people? Welcome and welcome back. I'm Alex, and I'm here to help you elevate your lifestyle, business, and income. Now, speaking of your business, okay, particularly your Etsy business, these 3 strategies, that's a tongue twister. These 3 strategies will be helpful because when it comes to growing an online business, there are some things that you won't know until you get more involved. The very first strategy is more so like a mental strategy, but it is super important because without this, honestly, the other 2 don't even matter. But the first strategy I want to talk about is your mindset strategy, and that's honestly believing that your business is a business before you get started. Now, I know you probably wanted to come on here and hear a lot of how can you grow fast, how can you really make a lot of money, but before you do all of that, you need to make sure that you want this business, which means that even on the days that you're not making sales, you're not as motivated, you emotionally are connected to this business, so that way you keep showing up even when it's hard to. There's actually like proven facts, okay, that just say that we are wired to where if we know that we are destined to do something, our brains believe that we're doing it. When we jump into it, it's already going to be successful because we believe that we can do it in the first place, okay? So riddle me that, but I pretty much wanted to mention that that's the first strategy when it comes to being a new print-on-demand seller on the Etsy platform. The second strategy you need to know when it comes to being a print-on-demand seller, okay, and that is honestly, you need to be mindful that you have to constantly improve your SEO. Now, if you want to know about SEO or if you're brand new to it, then I'll leave a video right here so that way you can go and watch that video so that way you can understand SEO. I actually also demo how to title your, your products, but when it comes to that, you want to constantly improve your SEO so that way your shop can get pulled up in your customer search results. The reason why you want to improve it is most of the times your product is going to be described in multiple ways, okay? And so you want to just keep thinking that how you pretty much title your product the first round, you may down the road think of how this product can also be described to a buyer and add that or just change out a few keywords that's going to be stronger and more optimized for you to grow on Etsy. You never really want to post a listing and leave it there unless that listing is just generating sale after sale after sale. So on those occasions where you have those winning products and you know that it's pretty much optimized, a lot of people are finding it's bringing in sales, like you have that data, then those listings you don't really have to worry about so much. But there are going to be some products that you may post the first time, they may not be as optimized, but where down the road you're like, okay, I thought of something new, or as you're doing your research, you discover what else you can call this product, so that way you can optimize it and again improve your SEO. Okay, so before I move on to the third strategy, okay, I just wanted to share that if you are liking the vibe, then please hit the subscribe button. I'm on my way to 50,000 subscribers and I cannot wait to celebrate it, okay? So if you're new here and this information is valuable, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button so that way you're notified when I post some new content. Okay, so the third strategy you need to know when it comes to being a print-on-demand store is that you want to make sure that you are posting frequently. Now, it's actually a proven fact, okay? It's actually a piece of data that shows you that the more listings you add or the more you post frequently, the more your shop is likely to get pushed out to potential buying customers, okay? Emphasis on potential buying customers. So you want to be sure that a part of your strategy in growing is to keep being active in your store, and I cannot stress that enough, how posting frequently is going to help you win, okay? Now, I'm going to shift over to my computer so I can really show you data from my own shop as to how my visits, increase because I was posting listings frequently. Let me show you real quick. Okay, so in your Etsy shop manager, you're going to have a stats section. That's going to be a detailed overview and to let you know like how your shop is performing. Highly recommend you take the time to get to know this because this is going to be your best friend in knowing how your shop is performing, what's bringing in sales, visits, what do you need to correct, what you don't need to correct, and things like that. So I recommend that you look at it over a 30-day window so that way it's just more data for you to compare and you have a more like substantiated amount of data that you can look at to see really what's working. So what I want to focus on is this middle section under the how shoppers found you. This is pretty much all of the traffic that my shop is getting, and so I wanted to focus on here because there is proof in knowing that when you frequently upload a listing, it brings more visits to your shop, and I'm going to show you guys that right here in a second. So I'm going to focus on the Etsy app and and other Etsy pages. This is just one of the sources that brought me in traffic, so I'm going to click on here because it has a high amount of views. Okay, so now when I'm in here, I get to really like fine tune to see what's working. And just to go right into the graph, once I follow like how it's growing, like that up and down effect. So this is proof that when you upload a listing or renew a listing, that your shop gets more visits. So here on November 12th, I uploaded 3 new listings, totaling a total of 3 visits that day for my shop. Let's see, going to the 13th, I had 8 visits, and that's because I renewed a listing. So when you renew or create a new one from scratch, renewed listings could be anything when it comes to changing your title, your tags, your listing descriptions, your pictures, all of that stuff too. So just because it's renewed, it doesn't mean that it's like it's automatic. You actually are going in making some sort of changes to that listing that pushes your shop out even more to a buying audience. On the 16th, I had 4 visits because I had a new listing, and as you guys can see, there is a pattern here. Okay, now there is some instances where you put up new listings and you don't get visits, so it's much more than listings. Your SEO and your title, your tags still play a major key in you getting visitors and, you know, increasing your views on your shop. So I wanted to also mention that, but the majority of my growth and my visits came from because I posted new listings or I renewed a listing. So if you're ever curious on, does this really work when I put a new listing? Is my shop getting the visibility? And I'm here to show you that yes, that is indeed true. This is backed by data, all because I either renewed or made a listing from scratch. I just wanted to show y'all that there's truth to that. So don't be afraid to post frequently, you know, make it a habit, so that way you have a better chance of growing your shop and also increasing your sales. Okay, so now that you've seen that with posting frequently, there is some truth to your shop being more visible and, you know, reaching the right buyer, do not be afraid to just post your booty off. Okay, go ahead and just fall in love with creating listings. You have to be emotionally tied to it. So all of these strategies honestly play a key part in each other. I feel like that they can go hand in hand, because once you know that you have a business from the start, you're mentally and emotionally connected, then it leads you to honestly just learning that you want to improve your SEO because you want to get better at your buyers finding your product, so that way you can grow your shop and make more money. But also followed by that, all of that leads to you posting frequently. So the more you are connected to your business, right, and the more you improve your SEO, you want to get better at being pulled up in the search results. The more you post, honestly, it's just a trifecta of wins, because that's how you really start building your momentum and growing your print-on-demand business. But all right, good people, again, don't forget to subscribe if you're liking the vibe. That is it for today's video. Don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first. And I'll be back in my next video. Bye, y'all. Oh, hey friend, thank you so much for watching. But listen, if you have time, I encourage you to watch my next video, so that way you can define your life, learn something new, or just catch the vibe. And I'll see you in my next one.